Hi everyone, Agnes here. Now, today while I'm waiting for you to hop on, I'm going to go to the community tab where many of you have asked very specific questions, and it comes from a poll. So while I'm waiting for you to hop on, I'm going to answer some of these questions. Now, the first one is, in the poll that I asked, what is it that you are struggling with the most in regards to your specific person? Now, 37% of you said no consistent contact. So I'm going to address that topic, and I'm going to go through some of the questions that have been made in the comments in the thread of this particular post that I put up in the community tab. Now, the first one is from no, hang on. I've lost my spot. Mr. Mochi 824. Now, the question was about the inconsistency of being a priority and all these things in regards to consistency. Okay, so the first comment, Mr. Mochi 824 said, not being a priority. Says he'll take me hiking and then he bails out the day of. No commitment. He says he likes me, but he tells me he's not good enough for me and that I'm way out of his league, and he struggles with low self-esteem like me. Hi, everyone. I can see that you are hopping on. Hello. Carolina, feel free to send me a success story to the email address that is in the description of every single YouTube. I will answer your question in a second. I'm just going to finish this one first, and I will get to your questions that are coming through now. Okay, now, and the next part, third party often comes out of nowhere. Then he told me he's in a perfect relationship with her. So this is hitting a few topics that many of you I know are dealing with, and many of you are struggling with. So if you have the not being a priority evident in the dynamic between you and the other person, or where he says he's going to do something and then he bails out, have a look at inside. Have I got the belief I'm not a priority? Have I got the belief I'm not important? Have I got the belief that, or anxiety about, they're going to bail on me, they're not going to follow through, they don't honor their word? Because you see, in the everyone is you pushed out dynamic, you've got to look at, what am I thinking about that person and how is it coming back to me? Okay, so if you're getting I'm not a priority as an experience, then look within and look at correcting those things. How do you do that? Well, you can use affirmations. You can go back and do the spotlight meditation and look at all the people leading up to this person where you felt not a priority, and then start working through the emotions. Okay, now, the no commitment. He said he likes me, but tells me he's not good enough for me and that I'm way out of his league, and he struggles with low self esteem like me. So, if you're struggling with low self esteem, there is a reflection back to you of no commitment. I don't feel good enough. I don't feel enough. So, it's you working on your low self esteem and focusing on working on that, and then believing it's possible to have a commitment, doing Living in the End, which there are lots of YouTubes in the playlist Living in the End that I have done. So it's just correcting and sweeping your side of the street. Okay. Now, in terms of the third party, often comes out of nowhere when he told me he's in a perfect relationship with her. Ask yourself then, have I got, I'm second best, I'm perhaps not important, or people choose other people, they don't choose me. And then have a look at, where does that come from? Is that something from childhood, from teenagehood, from past relationships, from seeing your mum and dad? What is it? Because we recreate the past. The past is still alive in us, as Neville Goddard says, because we keep reinfecting ourselves with the same thoughts and emotions. Okay. Thoughts are the language of the mind, and emotions are the language of the body. The body emotions are often started with a thought that we think about over and over again, and then it generates the feeling. So if you're getting to the point where the third party is being chosen over you, then ask yourself, how first best do I feel? How loved do I feel? How important do I feel? Now, you've got to try and understand that this is me that does this to me, and then it gets reflected back to me by him. It's not him doing this and then I feel that way, even though it seems that way to a lot of you. I get it. I used to think that too. Okay. So hopefully, Mr. Mochi 824, that will help you to start. There is a third party playlist. There is a first best, second best playlist. I'll put the links down below in the description in case you see this later, this live at a later date. So I'm going to start going through some of these questions that you're popping up. You're all in here now. Carolina. Hello, Shamika. I can see you. Gojo. Hello. SMRK2. Hello. Yay. Now, Carolina, you're the first question. And you've said that you've got your specific person back. Fantastic. Now you've said, I just want to ask how to maintain the relationship now to not manifest it away again. You must continue the work on yourself. Don't get so fixated with the SP that you drop the ball, because I can tell you, I see a lot of people that they've manifested a specific person, and then 6 months later, 8 months later, 3 months later, it's fallen apart. You don't need to be one of those people if you continue to work on the self. Make time for you, even though you've got a relationship. Say, I'm going for a walk. Do your affirmations on your walk. Come back while he's watching the football or whatever. It's really about getting to the place where you continue your self-care and your self-love routine. Okay. If you do that, then you don't slide into all of a sudden looking to him for love, because that's what happens. All of a sudden it's, oh, I'm dissatisfied. I'm not getting enough. I want more from this person. Why aren't they doing this? Why aren't they doing that? Why aren't they asking me to do this? They used to do this. And then the whole mental diet slides into that place that doesn't work to maintain relationships. So I would suggest that continue to do self-love meditations, affirmations. You can do affirmations for the relationship. This relationship gets better and better. Isn't it wonderful how we love each other? I love how this is give and take. I love how this is so wonderful that we spend time together, we enjoy each other, and we still have our own lives. So if you practice those types of thoughts, there is if you put my name into the YouTube search bar and then put relationships, affirmation, meditation, relationship affirmations only meditation. There are some just for the relationship part. Okay, so check that out. Okay, Nayana, how manifest marriage even when sometimes you feel low, but I want my SP to propose to me. Well, firstly, Nayana, it's letting go of the fixation with it, okay? Because when we get fixated with this, ask yourself this: am I a secure person, or am I looking to a marriage to be secure? Does that mean I'm secure then once I get married? It depends what the answer is to that question. It's about saying to yourself, I'm going to build on feeling secure and bringing that towards my specific person. Or if I don't have one, towards a brand new person. I'm not sure if you've got an SP. Oh, yes, you do. My SP to propose to me. So it's about relaxing, releasing, being happy, being playful, being fun, that your self-love and the feeling of love does not come from them and them proposing to you. It is about you getting strong, that you are secure, and you bring the security you have towards them. That means in your dialogue, in your energy, especially the energy and the dialogue, because people feel it when you're not secure. People feel it when you're trying to get security from them, and that is a repellent. Okay, so if you can avoid those things, then that makes a big difference. Now, Angeli, hello. Oh, good. Lovely. Well, I can't see you, but lovely that you're here. Monique, hello. Love you long time, Monique. It's been a while. Carolina, you have asked. Yes, I can't wait to share my success story with you as you've been a massive part of my journey. Oh, well done. Well done to you. Yeah, it's the work, isn't it? Now you're there, you get it. You get it. And I'm grateful that if you want to come back and share your story, it always helps others hearing it in different ways and in different words. Now, hi Laszlo. Good to see you. Well, good to hear from you too. My pleasure, darling. My pleasure. Thank you very much for your kind words. SMRK2, how to let the past pains not steal my present and future. Do Ho'oponopono FT and have progressed a lot, but sometimes gets taken away from the moment because triggers feels trapped in the body. Yeah, they are trapped in the body. It's like something happens out there and then you go, with hurt, anger, anxiety, feeling second best, whatever it is, because of whatever you're seeing out there. So Ho'oponopono is great. EFT is great. Inner child work is great. The emotional, what's it called? The emotional, Brandon Bays does a technique and it's called the emotional journey. That's what it is. You can find it on her website, The Journey. And it's going through that process and going through deeper levels of clearing the old stuff. I think that really, really helps. Triggers in the present tell you there's still stuff from the past that you need to offload, let go of, work through. There's lots of different ways to do it, which is good. EMDR is really good. There's all sorts of things. If you put these keywords into my channel, I've interviewed 2 people on EMDR. There's some EFT interviews I've done with Marvin, Mariana, and also the what's her name? Brandon Bays. I've mentioned her a few times too. If you put her name, Brandon Bays, into my channel after my name, and the videos with her will pop up, or the videos where I'm talking about her, the way she does things that really is helpful for such things. So yeah, it's getting the emotions out of the body, the old emotions, the inner child emotions. It's like the body's a suitcase and it's hanging on to stuff. So when something happens today, it hits you in an old raw pink nerve. So we've all got that because we've all got a past, we've all got a history. But it's if you do the work and clear it more and more, it gets easier and easier. Hello, Kristen. I just saw. Hello, Caitlin from Dublin. Manel in France. Hello to you, ma chérie. Okay, I'm just going back. This is better than when I'm usually doing it because the comments don't disappear. Okay, so Kristen, I'm curious to know about your daily routine on self-love practices and affirmation. Well, my routine's pretty simple. I have a very simple life. I get up, well, while I'm still laying in bed, I do Ho'oponopono, sometimes 30, 40 minutes before I get up. And then I would do at some point during the day. Well, no, let me rewind. I have a hot lemon, hot lime juice in the morning, which is good for my digestion. I don't eat breakfast. I don't eat lunch. I eat from 2 till probably 3 till 7. I'm a late eater. That works well for me. I make sure I eat something green every day, whether it's a salad or, vegetables that are steamed, broccoli, greens of some description. I just eat something green every day. And then it's neck and shoulder exercises, it's my eye exercises, and it's also going for a walk, doing affirmations if the weather's good, and then a meditation of some sort during the day. Do I do that every single day? No, but I do it probably 5 days a week. I also think it's important for me to not watch certain things like the news, like a lot of mainstream media. I block out a lot of stuff, as in, I don't go in there. I don't have social media. That's a big part of my self love routine, is to not have social media and to not be wasting time debating about different things. I don't do that anymore. It gives me a lot more time to do other things. And also, I've got a little weight bench. I do my weights, I do my arm weights, sit ups, and things like that. So I work on my body, my mind, and also, oh, I'm just going to move. The sun's just coming in. Um, yeah, so it's making sure I keep the mind going. And also, I do my own inner child work. When something hits me, I'll do an inner child meditation. I will do automatic writing. Those are the things I use. I will do the emotional journey from Brandon Bayes. If something hits me, hard, as in emotionally, so I'll do my own work on those, in those sorts of ways as well. So there you go. That's a little recap. And I make sure I have a good work life balance. I don't work all day, every day. I just work uh, maybe 4 days a week, maybe five, but it might be just 4 hours. So I make sure I have time to do what I love to do, which is to look up recipes, go and source ingredients, and cook myself really healthy meals. I don't eat takeaway. It's something that I just don't do because I like to know what I put in my body. And I make sure that I do that nearly every day. Like, I cook and make sure I eat really excellent food. So, but that's a passion of mine. So, yeah. So there you go, Manel. My pleasure, Manel. You have a question? I will look and see if it comes up a bit later because I'm scrolling now. Okay, it's the God in me. I'm struggling so hard with myself. I want my SP so bad, but I just want to be better overall within myself. Yeah, it's when you want something so bad, that's like an obsession or addiction, like a drug. And there is a thing called love addiction. There are groups like Alcoholics Anonymous called Sex and Love Addicts Anonymous. Now, a lot of people don't go in there because they have sex addiction. They go in there because they have love addiction, as in they have an addiction to somebody else. So there's a fine line between wanting an SP and manifesting an SP and also being obsessed and what they call limerence. I don't know if you've heard of limerence. It's an excellent thing to learn about. There is a wonderful, there's a PDF and some information, some links. I'll put that down in the description below for you as well once this gets uploaded, once I log off. So you might want to check that out. So, needing to work on the self-love. The self-love and the absence of self-love is what kicks your backside really badly with SPs. Anxiety, feeling not good enough, feeling second best, feeling that the person doesn't want you, doesn't make time for you, the dissatisfaction, I'm not getting enough, I'm not getting enough, I want more, I want more, I want more. All of that is very common in those that want to manifest an SP. So the SP is one of your greatest teachers of all time. They show you all your weak links and all the cracks in the armor that you need to work on. Okay? So for starters, I would look at the self-love success stories playlist on my channel. It's the God in me, and start with that. Then have a look at the put self-love specific person after my name into the YouTube search bar, and then you will see the videos that combine both of those topics. I've done lots of videos, meditations on those topics together. Okay, so that'll be a good place for you to continue. Melissa Williamson, curious about my love life. Okay, I'm not sure what to do with that one. You might want to say a bit more. Is that a question? Is it a statement? I'm not sure. Okay, Go Joe. How to feel safe again for having a loving relationship. Work on your self love. Understand no one can do anything to you and that everyone's you pushed out. So the more you work on you, then relationships are safe because you have a good projection. If you have the feeling, I'm not safe, I don't trust, what's going to happen this time, what drama, what disaster, I don't trust people, I don't trust relationships, I don't trust sexual, romantic relationships. If you're projecting that out, then you attract things that are not very nice, and then it backs up what you already feel. So, to change what's going on out there, from an everyone is you pushed out perspective, you have to change what's going on in here by doing all the stuff that I mentioned to one of the previous people. So start with working on you. Put time aside, get off social media, and the time you used to spend on social media, put that into building your self love and self worth. Stop the scrolling. That's a waste of time. It builds nothing in your self love and self worth, unless, of course, you're watching stuff to do with self love, and that's good. But ask yourself, because we all get 24 hours, you see. So it's using your 24 hours wisely to build up those parts of yourself so that you become secure, confident. Doesn't have to be over the top confident, quiet confidence, quiet security, quietness that you don't need to look for broadcasting yourself or getting attention on social media, getting attention from always talking about stuff and not really listening to others. So it's getting these things in balance. And you can do that by really making the self love a priority. Also, child work, also Ho'oponopono, all of these things are wonderful to get yourself into that wonderful place where you've just got a good self concept. Okay. Shamika, this was right on time. I'm spiraling. Okay. Well, I heard you because I wasn't going to do it. I was meant to do this last week. I was going to do it once a week. And then a friend of mine, a close friend of mine, someone dropped dead suddenly, like within a day. They were okay and they died. So I've been busy a little bit with that. And hence why I haven't done this for a couple of weeks. But that's kind of leveled out now. Now, ethereal question in the comment. Okay. I will look for your comment. Mm, I don't know how to find you, ethereal. Oh, maybe I can click on this. No. Okay, give me one sec because there's lots of comments. I just see where you are. I don't know if I can find you, my lovely. Can you pop your question down again? And then I can get to it. Question in the yeah, it says question in the comments, but it's not actually there. Ethereal, just put your comment down because you have made a payment. So, let me. No, it doesn't show me the comment for some reason. Ah, okay. While I am trying to find that, I'm going to. I'm going to just backtrack a bit and see where I was, and then see if I can. I'm going to go back a little bit further, ethereal. No, I've gone all the way back. I can't. I'm going scrolling through and I can't see the comment at all. So Can you copy and paste and repost it? That would be great. And in the meantime, when you do that, I'm going to answer Motivational Diva. You have said, what to do if you're working on love with SP and getting a job, but you're really insecure due to gaining a lot of unhealthy amount of weight? I'm working on it, but I have a lot of weight to lose. Okay, what to do if working on love with SP and getting a job, but you're really insecure due to gaining a lot of weight? Well, I would deal with the emotions that are making you eat. It's like you're working on it from a food level or a diet level, but you need to work on it from an emotional level. When we put on a lot of weight, we're using food to help us or try to help us to make us feel better. And it does work temporarily, but it doesn't work in the long term. So, look, I would sit down and write down what you're eating over. What am I eating over? What is it? Getting a job can be quite stressful if you don't have one because it's being insecure financially and things like that. So it's, I've got a friend that used to have on her fridge, there are no answers in here. There is only food. That's what she had on the fridge. So, it's looking at why am I feeling and then it's your inner child is ruling the roost. You got to get the inner child and say, hey, we're going out, we're doing something else. It's the inner child is ruling you, not the adult. So the adult has to take charge and learn to deal with the inner child, and that's how you get better at losing the weight and then processing your emotions. It's okay to feel your emotions, maybe sit down every day and journal all the emotions out rather than going to the fridge. Okay? And it's getting to the point where you process your emotions, meaning you let them out. You allow yourself some time to feel what it is that you feel about your SP, to feel what it is about your job, not getting a job right now, and write it out. Do some breathing, do some dream job meditations, do some SP meditations. Do not pick up extra food. And it's getting to be where you allow your inner child to process the emotions, but you don't allow it to do what it wants in terms of food. So if you go to the YouTube search bar, put in inner child meditation. There's two. You can do those for free and you can do those whenever you feel like eating. Because if you feel this need to overeat, then it is the emotional part that is, you think it's making you feel better, and it does temporarily, but then of course the weight goes on and then you feel worse about yourself. It kills you feeling secure. It kills you feeling not good enough and all these things. So yeah, I would suggest you start with that, my love. Sunshine, hello. How do you exercise your eyes? Basia. I've got a video. I actually put my own video together because I was doing about 4 different people's videos for eyes. And I thought, hang on, let me take the best out of all these videos, and I compiled one for me. So if you just go to the YouTube search bar and put my name and then eyes, you'll see there's 2 videos for eyes. One's for Florence Scovel Shin. It's not that one. It's the other one. It's eye exercises or self-love for eyes. Can't remember what it's called exactly, but if you put the word eyes, you'll get the video. So I just do that. It's about 18 minutes, and it's really, really good. And usually I can look at the computer now without my glasses. By the time it gets to 4 o'clock, when I've been working, my eyes are tired, so I put my glasses on. But I can go about 2/3 of the day now without my glasses, and I can read my phone without changing the font without my glasses. So definite improvement over the last few years. Now, Ankita, can we manifest multiple things together at ease? Yes. Job, relationship, or anything else, as I feel sometimes focusing on one more thing, it takes some time. Yeah. Have a look at There's a video that I've read a story from The Law and the Promise from Neville, where this woman wanted to manifest so many things that when she went through at night imagining all these different things, she used to get really anxious. So what Neville said in that story, I'll find that if I can find it and put the link down below. But the basic skeleton of that story was, instead of imagining all these different things, it was about saying, isn't it wonderful what's happening to me now? That is an umbrella statement. It goes over the top of all the things you want to manifest. So if you get into the feeling as you fall asleep of, isn't it wonderful what's happening to me now, you don't have to do the imaginal scene for each and every thing. So it puts a good mood, a good bubble over the top of everything. And that means it could be about work, it could be about relationship, it could be about money, it could be about an amazing opportunity to travel, whatever it is. So try that. It might be easier, Ankita, much easier. Carolina, my pleasure. Sunshine. We are all one, which is why. Nice. Okay. I tried manifesting a text message, but I got it from the wrong person. Well, that's okay. Just say, that's a birds before land. Have a watch of that video again, Manel. It'll help you to not, let's say, focus on glass half empty. Okay, let me just see if I can find you, Ethereal. No, I still can't. Oh, it says message retracted. Ethereal, if you've retracted the message, put it back in. I can see you now, but there's no message there. Okay, so have another go, and I'll scroll and have a look in a minute. Now, let me go back. Amelia, you have said, I have a question. Can you manifest any person as an SP? Maybe a coworker or a friend you want a relationship with, someone you have never texted before, or it must be an ex or someone you have in the past. No, it can be anyone. Friend, coworker, someone that you know is in your industry that you would like to connect with, but you don't have any contact with. It can be anybody. Really, really can be anyone. So yeah, go for it. Enjoy. Oh, thank you, Shamika. No, it wasn't me that lost someone. It was my close girlfriend. So hence me being there for her. No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. But thank you, my love. Thank you for thinking of me. Manel, last year I was imagining myself taking a photo with my SP looking at each other. I took that photo earlier this year, but not with my specific person. Okay. That's okay. Just keep at it. Keep at imagining. When you get a half-hatched manifestation, rather than go, oh, great, that didn't happen with him. I wanted that thing to happen with this person. See it as the energy's moving. See it as a birds before land rather than, oh, that didn't happen with the right person. I'm not doing this anymore. This doesn't work. The universe doesn't hear me or doesn't understand what I'm saying or doesn't get a clear signal from what I'm trying to say in my imagining. Don't be discouraged. Just keep at it. Keep at it. And I hope you're still working on your self-love, my dear Manel. Otherwise, I'm going to come and get you over there in France, my country of birth. Ah, thank you, SMRK2. Thank you for your nice message. Sarah, I just realized I had SP on mute on social media for 2 years without realizing it, even though we were dating the previous time. I just thought he wasn't posting anything now, and I think he thought I wasn't. Well, now you know. Sometimes these things happen. That's why I have said again and again, it's good to deal with people off social media, either in person, on a normal text, or on a WhatsApp, so it's directly between you and them on that app, or Messenger, or whatever, Signal, Telegram, so many different ones. Now I think he thought I wasn't into him. How to change it? Well, Do your living in the end. Radiate love to him. Do the generating love. Do the meditation to radiate love. Work on your self love. Do your living in the end scenes to pull your focus off the problem and put your focus on the solution. Pull yourself away. Pull yourself away. You have to rise up how you feel and how you think to the greater desire. And you've got to put most of your attention there. Feel good about it. Think about it. It's like an ahead in time thing. You're thinking of what you would like and you're bringing it into the now, and then you're getting the feeling of it now. Manel, what should I do to make sure it happens with the right person? Well, you just have to live in the end and just surrender and let go. It's about doing your bit, sweeping your side of the street, and then letting go. Letting go is a big part of manifesting. I know people don't really put that much focus on letting go because they go, no, I just want to be an action figure. I want to do this, this, and this. Letting go is the fertilizer for the manifestation, in my opinion. Because not letting go means you don't trust. Not letting go means you don't have faith. Not letting go means that you are trying to control. You have to let go of your illusion of control. We don't have control. We have influence by sweeping our side of the street, getting into the right energetic vibration of feeling loved, being in a state of love. And once you do that, then that energy of you feeling loved goes forth and the matching vibration finds you. You cannot be in an unloved state and attract love. You cannot. It's like oil and water. They do not go together. You must change yourself. Okay? Now, ethereal, I still can't see your little message. It's not working. Okay. Well, it must be because I just saw that you've written it's not working. So maybe, I don't know how long it is, but maybe the copy and paste isn't working. Is that what you mean? Oh dear, technology. Sometimes it's so wonderful. Say to yourself, I love how this works now. Oh my goodness, what a relief. Agnes is reading my question. Live in the end. Okay, I'm going back a little bit here. Let me see where I was. Okay, Sarah, I've done yours. Rupert. No, sorry, Sarah. I've just got to read yours. He was, I don't know what that word is. Are you trying to say engaged to? I'm not sure what that is, Sarah. And now I had unmuted him and saw he was on a date with her. What can I do to manifest him back? Well, it's about you have to get out of the problem. You have to put your focus on the solution. You have to use your mind to go ahead in time to where you want to go. This is a discipline, it's a skill. It's stopping the, "Oh my god, look what's going on. Oh my goodness, what's going on? Oh, look, 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 look. Oh, I've got a feeling about it. I feel terrible. Why is this going on? Why does this keep happening to me?" Talk to my friends, talk to someone online, talk to my mother, talk to problem talk, problem talk, problem talk. Energy goes out about the problem still stays. You must stop complaining or talking about what's going wrong if you want to get what you want that would go right. And I'm not saying don't talk to anybody, talk to your law of attraction friend, and that way you can break down the mechanics of how to do it together. No problem if it's someone like that. I'm talking about the everyday people that keep telling you, whatever that's negative. You can't have negative conversations and get positive results. It does not work. Okay. So, also, if he's on a date with her, I would suggest you work on I'm second best and I'm not good enough, perhaps, if you believe and feel that that's something that you need to work on. Okay. If you think you've got those going on within you, anxiety, fear, abandonment, fear of abandonment, all these types of things, it's working on those things within you. Okay. So If you want it, whatever ones that I've just mentioned, if you resonate with, "Oh, yeah, I've got that one," just go to my channel and put in that keyword. Then those videos with that I'm talking about will come up, and then you will be able to hear more concentrated information that will help you on that particular thing. Okay? Now, Rupert, I'm going to do yours. Rupert, hey. Hi, I've been partaking in your self love meditations, and I was wondering if in the future you could find the time for a meditation around rejection. Yes, Rupert, can you email me? If you look in any of my videos in the description, there is a email address. Just email me, because when we're doing these, it moves quite fast, and then I go, yeah, yeah, I'll do that, and then I often forget because I don't have paper and pen. So just email me, and that would be a good topic for a meditation. Actually, I don't think I've ever done a rejection meditation, even though self love, as you are already doing in a more indirect way, deals with that. Then I would be happy to do that one for you. No problem. Okay. Sarah, another thing, my brother has been distant from my family and extremely disrespectful. How do I change this without talking to him? You work on your everyone as you pushed out about your brother. My brother's distant from the family. My brother's disrespectful. My brother's this, my brother's that. That's the contents of your consciousness about your brother. You project that onto him, it keeps it going. I love how my brother is back in the fold of the family. I love how all of that is behind us now. I love how we understand each other. I love that the family is at peace. There is now divine restoration in our family affairs. Feels so good to be back to how I knew it could be. You have to rise up and think better thoughts about your brother. If there is a sickness on the outside, if there is a disturbance on the outside, if there is something in your life that comes to you, whether it's the absence of someone, the disrespect of someone, or um, the what was the third one I was going to say? The absence of someone, the disrespect of someone, or the hot and cold. That's the one I was trying to think of. The hot and cold of someone. We have to look at, what have I got going on within me? This is the question to ask. What have I got going on within me that is in that state right now? And once you answer that question, then that tells you what to work on. And you don't have to do it for your whole family, but you've got a collective consciousness as a family about the brother, your brother. So everybody's contributing to it with their negative thoughts about him. So you want to pull out your socket and don't do that anymore. I'm only going to think good thoughts about my brother, and I'm going to rise up my consciousness about him. He's my teacher right now, and he's showing me that I have negative thoughts about him, and I don't want to. Okay, so try that. Motivational diva. Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. I'm glad that helped. I'm glad that helped. Sonali, after divorce, how to manifest a new life partner. Well, have a look at the new relationship meditations on my channel. There's lots of conversation about that topic as well, but you just live in the end of what you desire. My question to you would be, how long have you been divorced? Have you had some time to yourself? And have you finished your business with the other person? Don't take old stuff into new relationships, because it's bad fertilizer and it's going to not have a good effect on the new relationship. Finish your business. If it's not finished, you may be totally finished. You've divorced, but have you emotionally and mentally finished your business, is what I'm talking about. Okay. Now I'm going to do one or two more questions, and then I'm going to go and have a little bit of dinner. Okay. Ethereal, I still can't see you. I don't know what's going on. Ethereal, if I can't read your question because you've made a donation, just email me and I'll answer you via email, okay? I don't like it when this tech doesn't work and then people miss out. So, And the email address is in the description of any video. So that'll be nice and easy. Now, where am I? Insomnia. You've said, I would love you to make a video on the following topic. My SC is really good. I have positive beliefs about men, self concept for those that don't know what that means, and relationships. But I only know couples and not one guy I might be interested in. Okay. But there's people around all the time. It doesn't matter if you don't know someone that's single. Remember, you can meet people anywhere at any time. Anywhere. People meet at the gym, people meet at the supermarket while they're buying bananas, people meet in a cafe while they're there on their own and then somebody else is at another table. You can meet people anywhere. Get out of your head, I only know couples. I don't meet any single men. I don't meet anyone I'm interested in. That's all your collective consciousness that pulls up the handbrake on people coming to you. Look at what you think about where you expect to meet people and say, I meet the most wonderful men everywhere. I meet the most wonderful men anywhere, everywhere. Wow, why have I got so many dates? I've got choice. That's the abundant mindset of people coming to you. Try that. Try that. Amelia, how to feel wanted and loved, self love meditations, affirmations, self care, really working on looking after yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. It doesn't matter that you've never had a relationship. What matters is that you learn to feel loved by practicing. I think the self love meditations are the easiest way. Sometimes we don't know how to feel loved, we've never been taught. So if you listen to the affirmations, you listen to the meditations, you practice listening, don't worry if you don't feel it straight away. It doesn't matter how long it takes. Just keep at it. It's a skill. It's a skill. Yeah, you've said for years. So I love that I meet people, well, I meet very attractive people, very attractive men everywhere I go. Ah, there's another one. Oh my goodness, I'm too busy. There's too many. That's the thoughts of someone that's attractive or that attracts people. Okay. And Kita, my pleasure. My pleasure. No problem. Carolina, I want to hear your intake about this, Agnes, as I've always wondered if people can feel our energy of insecurity and anxiety without saying anything directly to them. Oh my goodness, yes. Oh my goodness, yes. People can feel our energy without a word. Needy energy, insecure energy is felt. Even I will tell you, I was in Sydney, Australia, my person was in London. It's 26 hours away on a plane. He could feel my needy energy when I was in that state. We would have bad communication, we would argue, he would get annoyed, and that was after I hadn't said anything for a long time. So it's like, or then he wouldn't contact me. As soon as you're in need of love or in need of attention or in need of someone giving you, reassurance or whatever, as soon as you're in that state, there is nothing in your energy that's about, I'm in a state of love. So the more you can do the I am love, and may divine love be made alive in me and practice and get to the place where you're connected and you feel connected to the source within you. I know that sounds like words, but it's practicing that. There is a really, I mean, I've got lots of self love meditations, as you all know, but there is a really nice one by a guy called Gabriel Gonsalves, and it's a love meditation. I will look for it and put it in the description down below. Now, Okay, one more. Well, Lana, I'm going to answer yours. What is a good way to find your blocks? It's You'll find your blocks by seeing what pushes your buttons from the outside. So, if someone doesn't call you for 3 to 4 days and you really want them to call you, you will see what your block is. You will see that your block is, I really want you to give me love. And my block is, I don't know how to get to the feeling of love myself. So there's my block. There's the thing I need to work on. Life will hit you in all sorts of places, your raw pink nerves. That's how you find where your issues and your blocks are. And then you've got to work on releasing the emotions. It's all about releasing emotions and making yourself feel lighter and lighter and lighter over time. Okay. The silly scriber, that's a big question. I would have a look at the interview I did with Amy. Her and I both talked about both of us being anxious. Um, that's the style we both were. We were anxious attachers. So if you can have a listen to that interview, we talk about that in depth. Now, in terms of Satwat, what does it feel? Why does it feel like the SP thing is stubborn? That SP thing? Do you mean your SP? If you mean that your SP is stubborn, usually, and I'm not saying this is all the time, but when I hear my SP is stubborn, what I really hear is I'm pushing and they don't want to give me what I'm pushing for because they feel like I'm trying to take something from them. So see if that resonates with you. Obviously, I'm only reading a couple of sentences that might not cover your situation, but ask yourself, does that ring a bell? Does that ring true? So, everybody, I need to go and eat my little dinner before it's too late. I'm going to go and have some nice sweet potato, kale, and coconut milk soup. And I will see all of you next week. I'll be doing this again. I usually post it the day before, but today I posted it in the morning. And yeah, I'll just do it whenever I can. And thank you for your questions, everybody. Um, there's so much to unpack here. I know there's so many more questions. Ethereal, okay, so you've emailed me, that's fine. And no problem. I mean, sometimes the tech just doesn't work. That's all good. Thank you, everyone, for your questions. There's so many good questions here. I might actually even do a YouTube where I don't do a live and I go through this chat because there's so many good questions here I can see, and I could be on here for hours, and then it makes the YouTube way too long. So I really want to address this thing that a lot of you have brought up in the poll: third parties and inconsistent attention or inconsistent connection with your SPs. I know this is a massive issue for many of you. So I'm going to continue to go through these questions and see if I can just explain it in slightly different ways, break it down, because I don't want to just say to you self love, self love, self love. That's the big umbrella, but there's more to it, and there's more things to unpack, and there's more things to work on. So, for those of you that are still at this point, I'm going to see if I can just kind of break it down into very specific mechanics to help you with this thing. And if you want me to answer something specific, go to that community tab. It wasn't that long ago. You won't have to scroll very far, and put your comments down there, because I'm going to start reading like I did at the beginning of this live to answer this in more detail. Because yeah, I get it. I get it. I tried to manifest a specific person myself. I had so many stops and starts. I just kept thinking, I just can't do this. It's too hard. So I get it. Okay. Lots of love, everyone. And thank you for popping on. really good questions, and I'm really, really grateful that that you come and that you learn. This is all learning, and it's a big learning. It's like a PhD in SP manifestation. Big hugs, everybody, and I will see you again on a live next week.